Hi folks, it's Andy. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's a very, very quick and informal video for you today. As you can see, I'm in the KendoStar warehouse and distribution centre, and I'm here just filming on my phone with my AirPods in. So apologies for the sort of background noise. I don't know what's going to get picked up and what isn't. Sorry about the sound quality of the microphone and stuff like that. I'm going to try and make sure I look at the camera and not keep checking the screen to see if I'm still in focus and all that sort of stuff. I'll do my best. But basically, I'm here today to talk to you about our new sort of initiative. We're sort of trialing it. We'll see how it goes. But it is essentially called the KendoStar Imported Series. It comes from an idea that I had a little while ago because obviously KendoStar itself, I consider a established brand that's developed specifically in its original form to provide kendo equipment for the international kendo community, rather than take products that are designed for the Japanese kendo community and just sell them abroad, which is obviously what a lot of other companies do. Because I believe that there are quite a big difference in the needs of the communities outside of Japan and the community of Kendokai in Japan. Having said that, our products, have started to actually gain some popularity in Japan too. We don't really push that market at the moment, but it is starting to gain some traction, sort of organically through our shop in Saga, Mikatsuki Byoga. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about Japanese products, all right? There are some products that are created and offered by established Japanese brands that are fantastic products. And myself as a Kendoka, rather than as the business owner of KendoStar, respect and value those products as well. And it's something that I think they might be products from areas that we potentially don't necessarily specialize in, or they might have other key features that might be something that is difficult for us to provide, or at least provide at the very same level that are provided in those sort of specialist products or brands from Japan. So essentially what I wanted to do is, whilst KendoStar will remain having its own brand as the sort of central pillar of its activities, I did think it'd be great if KendoStar could also use our sort of infrastructure to bridge the gap between the international community and perhaps some Japanese brands and products that are potentially a little bit more difficult to buy if you're not in Japan. Some of them are maybe from smaller outlets that don't really have a web presence at all, never mind one in English. Some of them might be more sort of well-known products, but maybe they're not really offered that much through sort of international outlets. And if they are, you might have to go through a sort of convoluted system in order to get your hands on them. We've been trialing it a little bit in the last sort of year or so with brands from other companies. You'll see that we've had the Ken Pro series of Shinai bags and Boga bags, as well as the Kanmuri series as well. Now, they're obviously not our own brands. They're established and very popular brands in Japan. And those items, for example, will be what will be folded into this sort of imported series of products. Now, the reason I want to do this is, as I say, is so that essentially, put very simply, and I feel like I've gone sort of around the houses a little bit to get to this point, but essentially I want you guys, the Kendo community around the world, to be able to get your hands on some of these sort of top level or very sought after Japanese brands and products that are potentially not our own sort of strong points, or or they're just the brand that you want to have, whilst also benefiting from the peace of mind and the service that you get from shopping at KendoStar. So essentially, you'll be still getting the sort of the KendoStar experience, whilst being able to get yourself, let's say, you want some of our fantastic Nichirin or Shinai, and to go with that, you want a fantastic, wonderful Kenpro Shinai bag to put them in. All right, because Kenpro, for example, are very, very established and excellent sort of specialists really in those wonderful Shinai bags and Bulgur bags that have got a very distinctive design. All right, so rather than trying to compete with that and come out with our own version that's not quite the same, I thought it'd be great if I could develop relationships with these other brands and be able to sort of give sort of cross, you know, be a aid in helping the rest of the world cross the bridge into getting hold of them, if you know what I mean. Again, as I say, with the added benefit of the KendoStar experience. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. There's going to be as I say, it's a trial really. We're going to see how it goes. The KendoStar brand, as I said, will remain the center of our activities. But again, essentially, I want to just give everybody the opportunity to be able to access even more things whilst getting the peace of mind and service. For example, you'll still accrue reward points through buying those other brands through the KendoStar sort of website. So if you buy a Cam Moody Bulgur bag from KendoStar, as opposed to getting it direct from, let's say, the company that makes them, that's called Matsukan Kogyo, instead of getting it directly from them, if you buy it through us, then you're not only going to benefit from your free shipping and all that sort of thing that we normally offer, you might be able to buy them together with other fantastic products that we offer, and you're also going to accrue your reward points, all right? And you're going to get all of the wonderful service and everything that that you've come to expect from our business, all right? So that's essentially the idea. We'll be putting some products into it straight away. As I said, we've already got the Kenpro series, we've got the Camry series, and there's going to be more things coming to it as we start to build into it going forward. And we'll see how it goes. It might not be something that lasts forever. If it's not super popular, it's not something that proves to be sort of something that people are as interested in as I imagine they might be. But I did think it was something that was worth a try. So that is an introduction to the KendoStar Imported Series. I hope it makes sense. I hope it wasn't too much waffle. I haven't planned this video, as you can probably tell from the environment, from the quality, and the lack of any sort of script. It's all coming straight off the top of my head. So I do apologise if it makes sense or not, or if I've spent a lot of your time trying to figure out what it is that I'm talking about. But basically, that's the KendoStar Imported Series in a nutshell. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time. Bye-bye.